Hey, this is Chad. As you may know, that I've been planning on doing this YouTube channel upon my retirement full-time, and the day before Halloween I retired. So 20 years federal law enforcement, outstanding career, great friends, but it was time, you know, and I'll get into what led me into doing this later on in another video. But long story short, when I left Texas, headed back here to Southwest Virginia and East Tennessee, sort of my trip home. So I did some videos, and they were just too, when I went back and watched them, it's too sentimental. That's not what this channel's about. So I'm going to erase them and put this one on there instead. It's pretty much just my journey. I've sold off everything I own, gave everything to my kids, and all I have is my bike and what's fit on my bike, and I'm just going to ride the country. That's it. Who knows where I'm going to end up, but I'm doing it full time. I'm going to live on my bike. So in a way, these videos are like my living diary. You know, it's a living journal. Yeah, of course I won't get into personal stuff with it, but it's just my journey, you know. We'll do some travel, see places, different places, review gear. I don't know, just play it by ear. But I'd appreciate it if you'll like it and subscribe to my channel. It's going to take me a while. I mean, all the videos I posted before pretty much sucked, but I can only get better. So hope you enjoy this. It's been a long trip to get back here, so enjoy. Talk to you later. Well, empty apartment. This is it. The day we never thought would come. I got up about 3:30 this morning and spent forever trying to figure out how to load this bike. Luckily, most of it, not most of it, but a lot of it's going to come off when I get to my daughter's. Anyway, last day at work, retire, and been waiting on this for 2 years. So talk to you later when the show gets started. Well, goodbye Del Rio. Hello the rest of the world.
I don't know where I'm going, but I don't wanna know. A predictable life is not what I want. Putting one foot down, one step at a time. Let the road turn ashes fine. People ask all the questions, the box you in. To classify your life with the stroke of a pen. Till those old rules crumble on the floor.
Well, made it to my first stop on my trip back home. I'm at my daughter's house. Looks like she collects tumbleweeds. I don't think they're home yet though, so check in later. Well, this is it. This is the true first day of the rest of my life. And anyway, I'm loaded up. Had best weekend ever with my kids, and Ryan and Austin are my kids too, sort of. Okay, it's time to roll. The goal is I'm shooting for Texarkana. Try to avoid as many interstates as I can, but I got to make some time. Also, the problem here in Texas is there's not a lot of public land. It's all private land. I mean, there's some state parks and national parks, but It's the same thing. It's, you gotta pay to play, and I don't really want to play, so okay, here we go.
Turn that shit's fine. People ask all the questions to box you in, to classify your life with the stroke of a pen. Take those old rules, crumple them and throw them out. We're burning that box right now. Mold breakers, movers and shakers, don't ever silence your voice. Dream makers, risk takers, don't ever silence your voice. If you think you were made just to blend right in, to avoid big mistakes or to tally your sins, you might get to the end doing nothing wrong, to find you never lived at all.
Okay, I made it to Texarkana, and this guy told me where there's supposed to be a KOA campground really close. And I hope he's right, because I'm a little bit tired. He said to get on the service road. Oh, right there it is. Well, good for you, dude. That's what I'm talking about. How do we do this? All right, so we can figure out.
Predictable life is not what I want. Putting one foot down, one step at a time. Let the road turn, that shit's fine. People ask all the questions to box you in, to classify your life with the stroke of a pen. Take those old rules, crumple them and throw them out. We're burning that box right now. Mold breakers, movers and shakers, don't ever silence your voice. Dream makers, risk takers, don't ever silence your voice. If you think you were made just to blend right in, to avoid big mistakes or to tally your sins, you might get to the end doing nothing wrong, to find you never lived at all. Mold breakers, movers and shakers, don't ever silence your voice. Dream makers, risk takers, don't ever silence your voice. So take them all back now. Compromises were made, so we'll never fall. Fear disguises being realistic. Yeah, we're stepping out of the shadows. Bone breakers, movers and shakers, to all the high stakes players, don't ever silence your voice. Dream makers, risk takers, don't ever silence your voice. Oh, oh, oh,
That's it. Now, let me put out my sleeping bag and all that before it gets dark, and take a break. Later. first night on the road. Ended up being at a KOA campground here in Texarkana. Got here right at dark. Got set up. Good night's sleep. It was, I think it got down to like 42. There's something going on with my mic when it's in my helmet. There's a lot of popping and cracking. I'll see if I can't get that fixed. Got up, fix me some breakfast, pack up, and get on the road. So, talk to you in a bit. Nothing better than steamy oatmeal on a cold morning. This is the life. Well, almost. Except for I'm in a campground. Oh. It's all part of it, I guess. Gotta find what you can, stay where you can. I guess today I'll start looking before it gets so late. You know, try to find some national forest somewhere. But I hope to make it between Nashville and a little past Nashville. That's what I'm shooting for today. Not going to do any sightseeing. I'm sort of on a mission just to get back home, and then we'll go from there. But see how day 2 goes. Later. See, this is the crap you run into on the interstate. It's just wall to wall with trucks, both lanes. And a backhoe going the wrong direction. So, I'm looking for my move because there's a car in front of this truck and a camper. Yeah, I mean, they're doing their job, they're making a living. Well, for at least one here. Well, we're getting pretty close to Memphis. I had to make a gas stop. Interstate is wall to wall with trucks. I mean, it's just one after another. Both lanes, constant fight. And they have zero courtesy. And this is what they do right here. This is what they do. Mighty Mississippi. And we are in Tennessee. This state is as long as Texas is. It's like 11 hours from one end to the other. You can see that on the camera. Bass Pro Pyramid. Pretty cool. idea what the speed limit is. I don't know what it is, but it's for me, once I cross that river to the east side of the Mississippi, it just feels like I'm almost home, even though I'm not. I guess that's it. East of the Mississippi, west of the Mississippi. Alright. Cruise on. Check with you later. Well, I've not made very good time. It's 5:15. So far I've put in 55 miles. And I'm right here in Nashville, so I think I'm just going to bypass it and take a loop around it. It's rush hour. They put me further behind. I think part of the problem is the interstate is so packed up with semi-trucks. I'm constantly on the gas, weaving in and out of them. All the turbulence running 80, 85 miles an hour, and I'm only getting 38 miles to the gallon. Yesterday I was getting close to 45. It's just a lot more gas stops, I guess. So anyway, we're going to be setting up camp in the dark again tonight. But it's what it is. Later. Okay, day 2 was somewhat of a bust. I'm just pushing too hard. You know, it's like I'm trying to get somewhere that I don't have to be. I put in, I think, around 560 miles yesterday. It gets dark. I knew it got dark sooner the further east I went, but I didn't think it was that big of a difference in the time that I covered. So last night, I was looking for a place to camp right at dark. You know, I'm like, okay, I'll set up at dusk, no big deal. And couldn't find anywhere. I went from town to town, getting gas and asking the locals, and they tell me places where they think I could find a place, and no. Long story short, I spent probably 2 hours right at dark looking for a place to camp, and I'm like, you know what? I'm beat, so I'm just going to get a hotel room. So that's what I did. Not what I wanted to do, but it's what I did. So I got here and I thought, you know what? I'll take advantage of it. I'll do some laundry. I'll download some videos. You know, make the most of it. Well, I unloaded the bike, took it all up to the room, called my mom, laid back on the bed, thinking, okay, I'll get up in a minute. And next thing you know, I woke up and it was daylight. So I guess I needed that sleep. I'm loaded up, ready to roll. So I think I'm going to go get a Monster, and then head to Cherokee National Forest. That's where we're going. We're going to ride the Tail of the Dragon today. So see you in a few. Later.
But I don't wanna know. A predictable life is not what I want. Putting one foot down, one step at a time. Let the road turn, that's just fine. People ask all the questions to box you in, to classify your life with the stroke of a pen. Take those old rules, crumple them and throw them out. We're burning that box right now. Mold breakers, movers movers and shakers. Don't ever silence your voice. Dream makers, risk takers. Don't ever silence your voice. If you think you were made just to blend right in, to avoid big mistakes or to tally your sins, you might get to the end doing nothing wrong, to find you never lived at all. Mold breakers, movers and shakers. Don't ever silence your voice.